3, 2, 1. Alright, hello. Just one more week till I fly out to Australia for finals week 1. It's starting to shape up. Geelong and Adelaide now eliminated. Only the Bulldogs can ruffle the feathers of the 8 at the moment. Good goal. I'm watching how Carlton made it. Not because they made it, but because it was a close game. But I want to see this close game. There's like 9 games I've listed down from previous rounds to react to. That's a nice goal. But I don't think I'll be able to do them because I think you guys might remember a series on this channel called Stupid Idiots. I'm going to start making those again. Make at least a couple before I fly out. Gold Coast had a really good start, jeez. I did hear Carlton came back. They made a quite big comeback, I heard. So I'm not surprised to see 26-2. I mean, I am surprised, but also not surprised. I tipped Gold Coast in this because I thought they could do it. They couldn't go the whole game. Another one for the Suns. Having a similar quarter to the Crows in the last. Crows unfortunately fell short. Good finish. Blues' first goal, 20 seconds from quarter time.
Just gives the Blues something to work with going into quarter time. Although there's still one more chance for the Suns. High ball.
As if Gold Coast got another goal before. Wow. Almost 50 points already, Gold Coast. Nice goal. One of my subscribers, I can't remember your name, mate, but I remember you commented yesterday you woke up at like 3 AM to go to this game. I bet it was worth it. Flying over to Gold Coast to see a team win from behind and secure your first final series in 10 years, you know. What a feeling that would be. Ah, good mark. It's gonna be weird not seeing Geelong there, right? Someone pointed it out in my comments. I'm just like, yeah, that's gonna be very weird. Because Geelong are always there. Even if they lose, they're always there. Is that a 50, yeah? Is that another 50? That's the second 50. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Is that a third? No, it's not a third. Okay, I was gonna say because he ran into him. They're gonna get a free goal, aren't they? Yeah, and it's a mark. You can't just give away 50s like that. You just get punished. So back to 8 points. Yeah, he did hit him. Why would you do that though? Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, there was no. They had a free kick. I mean, Carlton had a free kick. Like, you're not stopping anything. You just made it worse. So Gold Coast didn't do much in the second quarter, but because of how good the first quarter was, still stayed ahead, only by 2. So I'm guessing this is where it starts going wrong. There's another goal. The umpire looks chuffed. It's a bit more comfortable day for him than the one at Adelaide. Oh, what a goal. The Adelaide one is still weird, you know. There was no score review at all for that. I thought that was weird. Make a better decision this time. He gives the handball. Couldn't stick the tackle. This time. Ooh, good pass. He's been in the thick of the action. Gold Coast back ahead. So almost 3/4 time, Gold Coast was still, you know, still doing okay score-wise. but most of those points were in the first quarter. So like, based off that, you know, maybe they weren't that good for the rest of the game. Gold Coast with another. Well, and they got another. So they started the fourth quarter really well then. So is this the comeback that people meant? It's only 13 points to be fair.
Now back over to the Blues to respond. There is McPherson, the sub. Couldn't stick the tackle. Spilled to Motlop. Great work from Doherty. Motlop with a quick reply.
Good goal.
Since half time, they've done a pretty good job just getting that ball locked in their front half from these secondary stoppages.
Whose idea was it to have a red Sharon for a red team? Whose idea was this? I'm just making a point here. It's like having. I mean, I guess you'd. I was gonna say it's like having a yellow Sharon for Richmond game, but that probably happens already. Good goal. So Carlton, I saw a Carlton fan blaming the hot weather for the fact they weren't playing that well in this game. Any truth to that? Did Carlton not like hot weather, or was I hearing excuses? They won anyway. Good goal. Very good goal. They've got injuries too, right, haven't they, Carlton? Returning players, possibly. Especially if they play a Victorian home, even if it's not home, a Victorian final for them in week 1. With the streak that they're on. Would they lose?
This, you feel, a big moment in the context of the game.
From 5 points to 11. I'd imagine the key moment for Carlton in winning the game at the end.
Not paid. Clever from Anderson. He saw Humphrey in space. Who goes short to Ellis.
Goal for Gold Coast. Wait, 91 was Carlton's final score, right? So Gold Coast.
He gives it to Anderson, who wheels from 45. He's done it before.
To behind. That was it. 87 was their score. That was their chance. So Gold Coast could have won at the end as well. They had another. Carlton 3. Yeah. And that's all she wrote. Well, there you go. They're on a mad streak. The teams they've beaten as well, like, you know, they've beaten some big guns lately, and Gold Coast. Fair play. So yeah, that was a great result from Carlton. As I said in my short review, like, it's one of the most impressive things any team has done. What Carlton have done in the last 2 months. Their season was done. They were done. They were out of the finals. Like, they did not look like they had a chance. Them, Richmond, and Sydney Sydney as well, obviously. They all looked down and out. Like, none of them making the 8 at one point in the season. It looked like it was something that was a foregone conclusion. But a couple of those teams, including Carlton, have just turned it around completely. Carlton have turned it around better than Sydney have. Carlton have been a bit more impressive, is what I'm saying. Sydney have been impressive as well. Sydney have been great. They've done really well to get in the 8 as well. But Carlton have now made the 8. They've confirmed they're officially in there. The turnaround is amazing. Like, from where they were at one point in the season to where they are now, fair enough. They did the hard work and they beat the big guns along the way. Right? They are ready. They smashed Port. They knocked down Collingwood. They'll be a force to be reckoned with, as long as they avoid the Gabba. But we shall see about that. But yeah, I think in Victoria, whoever they play, if they play in Victoria week 1, I do wonder about the chances of the away team. But yeah, Gold Coast, another season of, is it harsh to say pointlessness, because they haven't still made the 8 once yet. They're too good to get the spoon, sure, and they're at least, you know, playing like a contender sometimes, but ultimately they always fall short. They don't even make it to the last round with a chance of the 8. So like, it's just like, there goes another season. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, as I said, I'm off to Australia for finals week 1. I have not got any tickets yet, obviously. It'll be hard to get one, I'm sure, but I'll try my best. Ideally, like, I prefer the Giants don't make it, and that's because I tipped them to get the spoon. So if they make the 8, then I look stupid. So I look stupid anyway, but I look even worse if they make the 8. So probably they don't win. But if the Giants do actually make the 8, which it looks likely right now, considering, you know, only the Dogs can break in, and I feel like the Dogs will break in. And when they do, it might even be the Saints, because the Saints won their game. Maybe the Swans drop down. It should be interesting to see, but like, there's a good chance the Giants stay in the 8 and play finals. The ideal scenario for me is 2 Victorian finals and 2 non-Victorian finals. Partly because I want to see a game at the Gabba, and I want to see a game at the MCG. Either like, if Port finished second, I would have also wanted to see that, because I want to see a game at Adelaide Oval as well, and even Optus, but there's no Optus in this final series. So I wanted either Adelaide Oval or Gabba. Obviously, I need to be able to get a ticket. If I can't get one, I can't go. But the point is, if hypothetically I can get a ticket, if there was 3 Victorian finals and 1 Gabba final, the Gabba game would probably be on Saturday, because that's the day with 2 games. So then I'd be like, that's a bit hard to do, because I'm flying home just after the finals, week 1. So it's just like, that's a bit of a mess. I kind of need the Gabba game to be on Thursday or Friday. And I say this now, what if they lose to St Kilda? If they lose to St Kilda, I look silly again. Melbourne could make second, then we could have 4 Victorian finals potentially. But ideally, the Giants finish 6th. If the Giants finish 6th, that protects Brisbane, and I feel like Brisbane will get a home final on Thursday or Friday. And that would be ideal, because then I can fly out, watch the game, fly back the next day, then watch whatever. But yeah, if I can't get that, then the Collingwood game would be amazing. Like, atmosphere-wise, that would be the best one to go to. 100k Collingwood game? Yeah, sign me up. But it all depends on whether I can get tickets. So it is what it is. And if I can't get any tickets, I'm sure there's fan zones, whatever, you can go and watch games with other people, bars, whatever. So, but ideally, to be honest, I'm talking about this and that, Gabba this, MCG that, Collingwood that. If I just get one ticket for one game, that would be, you know, I just want to experience finals 31. So we shall see how it goes down, and eventually. I want to do a grand final, but obviously that is extremely hard to get a ticket. But there are travel packages they do that sell out quite fast. But I'll consider doing that in a few years' time. And I am also travelling to Australia again in March, if you didn't know. So hopefully be there for round 1. So yeah, that's in the works. I'm going to explore a lot of places apart from Adelaide, specifically leaving that out because Adelaide has the Gather Round now, so I could come around for the Gather Round as well, but that won't be next year. But I'm planning more trips. I need to save up my wages still, but I'm planning more trips. But 2 are confirmed. 1 is next week. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with